My nose is a little bit stuffy, so forgive my voice. Otherwise, I hope you guys are doing well. It's Moses here from Driver Success. So today what I want to do is to make a video about somebody was asking a question, and I should have first read that question, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the screen so that you guys can see. But just what I recall, it was a question about it's to do with offset backing, right? And he was saying that I think he gets closer to the middle cone. If I remember right, it was something to do with middle cone. Now, I'm not sure if I get exactly what the question was about, but thinking that I understand what the question is about, I'm going to give concepts or things that will be able to help you when you are doing an offset backing. And again, the whole reason for me, the way I look at backing is to kind of help us get our imaginations around the whole concept of backing, or even driving a tractor trailer, right? Because if we understand the mechanics, how the tractor trailer moves, then we are able at least to kind of get that information and use it to better understand how we can personally do it, because everyone has a certain way of doing things, right? So when you understand the concept, then that is what helps you. So his question was, I think he said that when he backs up or after he pulls out, he realizes that when he counter steers, he's closer to the middle cone. And honestly, that is a good thing. I think after he pulls up and, you know, like he does his turns and then comes here, you know, like when he's like this, I think, if I understand what he was saying, is that he realizes he's more close to the middle cone. And again, that is a good thing, and I'm going to show you why. So let's just talk about the whole concept of what you can do when you are backing up, right? The thing about offsets backing, you start in one, you know, like one lane, and they want you to move the truck to the other lane. So if you're in this lane, they want you to move the truck and back it up in that lane. If you're in that lane, they want you to move the truck and back it up in this lane. I'm going to share with you a very simple way of doing it. But again, this is to do with what I remember in school, because right now, you know, when you are in school, the way you do things is totally different from when you have experience. When you have experience, your brain has already registered, you know, like the mechanics of the truck. But when you're in school, there are certain things that kind of help you. So when you pull out of this lane, what you want to do is you want to pull and utilize all the space that you have, right? You pull straight and go all the way until the line they have to you, where you can't go past that particular line, right? When you reach there, what we want to do right now is to get this back end of the trailer to start going the other end, because this is the lane we are going into. So when you reach the that very end of the trailer, what you want to do in this situation, because we are going the other side, we are going on our left hand, right? You want to steer all the way, and all the way, just steer all the way to the right. That's what you're going to do, because when you steer your steering wheel all the way to the right, this trailer, when you start moving, is going to start going that side. So steer all the way to the right. When you start moving, when that trailer starts moving, I want you to time it for 3 seconds, about 3 or 4 seconds, right? So we are just going to go with 4 seconds. You don't want to go past 5 seconds. So you steer all the way to the right, and then we are going to start, as soon as it starts moving, we count 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, and then when you get to 1003, let's say you are like that, right? You want to stop, and then you want to counter steer, which means now you are going to steer all the way to the left. What we are trying to do is right now we have communicated to the trailer that we want it to move that side. So we are pushing this trailer that side, and as soon as we count about 3 or 4 seconds, you wait for it for just a short time. Let's say 3 seconds, right? 1001, 1002, 1003. You then counter steer, which means you are now turning it. You stop, you turn it all the way to the left. What is happening is you are causing this truck now to come back and be straight with the trailer. After you've done those two things, like you steer to the right all the way, you start moving, and when you start moving, you count 1001, 1002, 1003. You stop, then you counter steer all the way to the left. You start moving. Now, when you start moving there, you are not counting. What you are looking for at that particular moment is you want your tractor, you want your tractor trailer to be straight. That is what you are looking for. When you are straight at this point, you should be able to see on this side, you should be able to see the cone on that side. If you don't see it, that's fine. But on this side, it's very important that at that point, you are seeing this cone right here in the middle. This side is more important than that side, because as long as you are watching this side, you know you are safe on the other side. So you will be straight in that your trailer should be pointing kind of straight in there, which means you've moved it now from here, it's pointing straight in there. This is where it's very important for you to see this cone that is in the middle. Because we are straight, what we are trying to do is to bring this end of the trailer to come and be straight. So we are going to start going slowly, and as we go slowly, we are slowly steering to the left, right? Because we want this part to come this side slowly. So we are steering to the left, so that as we steer to the left slowly, again, don't oversteer, you are going slowly, you are looking at this trailer. What you are looking at is this point right here, right? There is a cone, and you are bringing this trailer to come in here. Now, the closer it comes to this place, the better, because you don't want it to go very far that side, because if you leave a wide gap here, it's not good, which means this trailer is still pointing that side. You will end up hitting the cone or stepping over the line on this side. So the goal is to bring these tires. Again, remember, if you look at the other videos, we are saying that we are trying to look at these tires as a line, and we are bringing that line to be close here. One of the things that is going to help you a lot is to use your imagination, okay? The more you learn about how the tractor trailer works, and the more you involve your imagination in imagining where that trailer is, where those tires are going, the better it's going to be for you. Say I'm making a right turn in a place that is dark, and I can't see, like maybe there's a pothole somewhere, and I can't see it because the place is dark. At that particular time, I'm using my imagination. Because I've been driving for a long time, I know that, okay, this is how long my trailer is. This is how long I need to go in the front to make that turn, so my trailer is not in the ditch. I'm still sometimes using my imagination, even if I may be in a place where it's dark and my mirror, I can't see what's behind me. My imagination will help me a lot. So get into the habit of using your imagination. I want you to imagine that there is an invisible line from this cone going all the way up, right? So let's imagine there's a straight line going all the way up. So what we are trying to do is to bring this line of the trailer to be, even before you aim for that cone, you are imagining there is an invisible line here. You are bringing this trailer as close as possible to this line, while this cone is not going to hit this. While this end of the trailer is not going to hit this cone, you are imagining that there's an invisible line here that you are trying to get your trailer to come and be parallel to this line. Because you want, by the time you get somewhere here, you want to be almost straight, so that you are just going in a straight line. You are just kind of backing in. So again, when you are like this, you are trying to bring these tires as close as possible to this cone right here. Don't be afraid of this cone, because you want this trailer to be closer on this side, because this is the side you are watching. So you take it slowly and you back in like that. Now, let's say you made a mistake and you realize by the time you got straight, you are like this. You don't really see your cone. You don't see this cone in the mirror here. What do you do in this case if you are like that? What you want to do in this case is to pull forward on this side like this. Because when you do that, you are going to open this place up, right? So let's I assume for some reason, because I don't have enough space, let's assume this is the cone we are talking about. Let's assume this cone is this one, right? If you are like this and you realize you are not seeing this cone in this mirror, you want to pull this side and then go forward. Did you see what I did there? I pulled. If I don't see this trailer, I'm going to pull this pivot area to come this side, and as it opens up, I'm going to go back in front so that I can now back in and get it in like that. So if you don't see this cone, that means you messed up somewhere here. But what you want to do is to pull forward and then pull this way like that, and then you'll be able to see the cone if you do it right, and then you can back in. If, say for example, after whatever you did, you realize you're like this and you are too far away from this cone, what you want to do in this case, you want to pull that side and then come this side so that you can get this trailer to come closer like that. So if you did it right, if you just pull forward, do what I told you. In this case, turn your steering wheel all the way to the right. When you start moving, count for 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, and then when you hit 3 seconds, stop, counter steer all the way to the left, and then wait until you are straight. Excuse me, with your trailer. You should be in a place where you're seeing both. On this side, you are seeing that cone, but if you don't see it, that's fine, as long as you see the one on this side. And at this point, you are trying to bring this trailer as close as possible to this line. So don't be afraid of being close to this cone, as long as you are taking it in straight. And to do that, let an imaginary line here guide you to help you bring this trailer slowly. As long as you are taking it slowly, you'll be able to bring it in, and then you will straighten up like that. If you find yourself that you don't see the cone here because you are with this side, you want to pull up this side and then go like that so that this place will open up, so you'll be able to see it in here. If you are all the way that side, then what you want to do is to pull this side and then that side so that this trailer can come in there. I hope that helps you. I know it's kind of a challenge sometimes when you are not right there doing it with somebody, but if you rewatch this video, it will show you the concepts that I'm talking about. But when you just do what I told you to do, you should be able to get it straight the very first time in such an angle that is good. In the pull-ups, make sure you don't lose sight of the driver's side. Then that should be able to help you out. For those of you that want to come join JB Hunt, whether you have experience or you are out of driving school, 877-667-3750, or you can just remember it by remembering 877 Moses 50. You can also email me at moses@driversuccess.com, or you can go to the website driversuccess.com. There is a form you can fill out. It will come directly to me. All right, friends, until next time, stay blessed and stay safe. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.